Okay,
I think we're there.
I think we are live.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Diane Provito, and I am the Assistant Superintendent of Oceanside Schools. And I am so pleased that you are here joining us for another episode of Oceanside Go Live. Oceanside Go Live is part of our wonderful community reading campaign, Oceanside Go Read. And we are broadcasting live right here from the beautiful 9E Library with our very special guest, Principal of 9E, Josh McPherson. Welcome,
Thank
Mr.
you.
McPherson.
Thank you.
I am not going to delay one moment more. This is a very special week at 9E, and Mr. McPherson will be explaining all about why we chose this very special day to have this OSD Go Live take place. And I'm going to turn it right on over. Enjoy the reading. OSD Go Live.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, all of 9E and Oceanside, and hopefully beyond. I'm so happy to be joining you this evening. As many of you know, this week marks, or tonight marks, just about the end of the 9E PARP celebration. Now, PARP is Pick a Reading Partner, and it's a 2-week period in which we celebrate reading and we try to inspire our kids to read more and to really develop that love of reading. So we've had a lot of fun events. We've had scavenger hunts. We've had a fantastic assembly hosted by some of our PTA parents. And it's really been a successful 2 weeks. Tomorrow, we're going to be concluding our PARP celebration with our buddy reading event. So this is part of one of our culminating activities, and I'm really happy. I really appreciate Ms. Provito inviting me to join you this evening. And I have a really, really great treat for you. Tonight, I actually will be sharing a book. It's one of my new favorite books, and it was written by Rodolfo Montalvo. This book is called Dear Dragon. One of the things that I really love about this book are all of the wonderful illustrations. The other thing I really love is the fact there's a lot of rhyming in there. So I guess without any further ado, I'd love to share this new book with you. So this is Dear Dragon. And I'll do my best to show you all of the wonderful illustrations in this book. Hello, students. Our Poetry and Pen Pals project this year are combined. Upon your desks, you'll see the pen pals that you've been assigned. Please make sure the letters that you write are all in rhyme. Now open up your envelopes because it's pen pal time. September 12th. Dear Blaze Dragomir, we haven't met each other and I don't know what to say. I really don't like writing, but I'll do it anyway. Dad and I designed a giant fort. I like playing catch and soccer. What's your favorite sport? Sincerely, George Slayer. As you can see over here, George Slayer is building his fort with his dad. And over here, Blaze Dragomir is imagining what that fort looks like. That's one of the wonderful things about finding a pen pal is you can write and you can also use your imagination to imagine what that friend is experiencing in their life. October 1st. Dear George Slayer, I also don't like writing, but I'll try it, I suppose. A fort is like a castle, right? I love attacking those. My favorite sport is skydiving. I jump near Falkor Peak. Tomorrow is my birthday, but my party is next week. Sincerely, Blaze Dragomir. And once again, we see a great illustration of what Blaze is doing. And over here, this is what George is imagining, skydiving. October 31st. Dear Blaze Dragomir, you know how to skydive? That's as awesome as it gets. My dog destroyed my fort last night. Do you have any pets? Happy birthday, by the way. I don't have mine till June. I'm trick-or-treating as a knight. We're heading out real soon. Signed, George Slayer. November 14th. Dear George Slayer, nights are super scary. I don't like to trick-or-treat. Brushing teeth is such a pain, I rarely eat a sweet. My pet's a Bengal kitten, and tonight she needs a bath. What's your favorite class in school? Math. Signed, Blaze Dragomir. Everyone see the Bengal kitten? December 16th, and as you might notice, we're progressing throughout the school year. So December 16th. Dear Blaze D, my favorite class is art. I made a mold of my left hand. Next, we'll craft mosaics using pebbles, stones, and sand. Yesterday, I won a prize in this year's science fair. My towering volcano blasted lava everywhere. Signed, George Slayer. Pretty big difference between George's volcano and what Blaze is imagining over here. January 18th. Dear George S., my father's won our local fire breathing contest twice. He still retains the record, melting 50 cubes of ice. Do you have any hobbies? I enjoy collecting rocks. I keep them in a secret place inside a precious box. Signed, Blaze D. February 22nd. Blaze, fire breathing? What's your father's job? My folks are teachers. I collect exotic monsters, animals, and creatures. Oh, guess what? I heard the news this morning from Miss Sweet. A pen pal picnic's planned for June. At last, we'll get to meet. Signed, George. March 15th. George. Dad's in demolition. He works hard throughout the day. But every night we read a book or pick a game to play. Soon he's going to take me flying, once it's really spring. It's such a rush to ride the air that flows from wing to wing. April 11th. Hi, Blaze. Skydiving and flying lessons? Wow, your parents rock. I'm lucky if my father lets me bike around the block. Once the school year's over and this project is complete, should we continue writing? 'Cause it could be kind of neat. Your friend, George. May 12th. Hey, George. I'm psyched about the picnic, and I can't wait to attend. Who'd have thought this pen pal thing would make me a new friend? Writing more sounds awesome. I was going to ask you, too. I've never liked to write as much as when I write to you. Your friend, Blaze. So the next page is very important. And the next page is the pen pal picnic. So what you might be wondering is, does Blaze know that George is a human? And does George know that Blaze is a dragon? And that's a really good question. I don't know if it came up at all during their letters to one another. Let's see. Pen pal picnic. Take a look. And as you can see, George is over here. I would say he looks a little surprised. And Blaze is right over here, also quite surprised. Blaze? George? My pen pal is a dragon? And my pen pal is a human? How do you think it's gonna end? Woohoo! They are excited to meet one another. Look at that, high fives all around. Kids are sitting with their pen pals. Our plan was a success, my friend, or so it would appear. The Poetry and Pen Pals project, once again, next year. And there are the teachers very happy that their project worked out so well. So that is the end of our book. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Like I said, this is one of my new favorite books. To all the kids at 9E, if you'd like to, check out a copy of this, I will be donating it to our school library. So if anyone wants to read it in their classroom or take it home, this is really a great book for everyone to continue sharing. Obviously, there are a lot of really great messages in this story, one of which is it's important that we accept one another's differences, and we should never be afraid to make a new friend. And also, I love the fact that we have two students who are writing letters to one another and developing their love of writing through, starting pen pals. And that's really important because during 9E's PARP, one of our challenges to our students was for them to start a pen pal. Now, it doesn't have to be necessarily with the dragon, but it should be with someone that maybe you haven't connected with in a long time, maybe a friend from camp or a relative that you haven't seen in a while, because writing a letter is a really great way to develop your own writing skills, but also to just communicate and connect with people around the world. So like I said, this is one of my new favorite books, and it was written by Josh Funk and Rodolfo Montalvo. I hope everyone enjoys it. And I believe we actually have some shout outs, and I will read off the names of a few people who've tuned in. Oh my goodness, there's so many. All right, so I've got Dr. Harrington, who is tuning in with Emma and Kevin and Millie. I have the Hutchies, who have also tuned in. Thank you guys so much for joining us. The McGann family. Hi, guys. I hope you enjoyed. The Chasen family. Hey, guys. The Vacchios. Hope you're having a great evening. Zurianis Napolitano family. Thank you guys so much. Zoe, I hope you enjoyed the book. We have Olivia at School 3. We have the Ricketones, we have the Silbermans, we have the Burns. We have so many great people checking in. I think we have some McPhersons out there who also checked in. So I hope everyone enjoyed this story, and I hope you rush to get your own copy of this book. So yeah, all right.
That was great. Thank you, Mr. McPherson. What a terrific book. What a book filled with wonderful themes and celebrating, of course, reading. And we're excited that PARP is ending with such a wonderful exclamation point, or has this as part of it. We do have to tell you that next OSD Go Live is taking place during a very special time. It's called the World Read Aloud Day, and we will be having a very special guest for that episode. We're excited to let you know that Dr. Zirianis, our director of ELA, and her daughter Zoe will be joining us to celebrate World Read Aloud Day and for our next OSD Go Live episode. Thanks, Mr. McPherson.
Thank you, Ms. Profito.
Thank you, everybody out there.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any friends that missed it, they can follow the same link that we shared to view the video anytime. Okay?
Don't forget to read OSD Go Live.
All right. Thank you, everyone.